Figure out the dynamic behind the puzzle that was being destroyed before her eyes. She knew it was a complete mess. The pieces were in the wrong places. Everyone in the household was shoving each other into spaces they clearly didn't fit into, didn't belong in. Still more pitiful was the fact that they all allowed themselves to be emotionally manhandled by one another, going out of their way to bend and tweak themselves, their personalities, in order to make their demanders happy, in the process making themselves unhappy while trying desperately to be happy, being everything they knew they weren't. Everyone too damned afraid to march to their own beat, play their unique song, make up the words as they go along and sing them however the hell they please, daring everyone to tell them they're wrong. A family of conformists, appeasers, living everyone's idea of life but their own, every day causing more and more irreparable damage to each other's backbones, cracked pieces popping out of place and shattering, slumping them further away from their individuality, deeper into their altered states, with each selfish demand saddled upon their weakened frames and black and blue bruised egos by those who are supposed to love them for who they are, not for who they want them to be. I guess blood is thicker than self-esteem, she thought. With that in mind, she stayed confined to her private shell of self while she carefully mapped out her hatching, which she determined would not take place until she was developed enough to withstand being assaulted by others' expectations. She would have none of it. She would put up a fight. She would protect herself. So, outside of the home, she surrounded her being with those whose self-identity was solid, commendable, and who allowed her to be who she wanted and function how she wanted without judgment or ridicule, and with whom she was free to hatch as fast or slow as she pleased. Inside the home, she kept to herself, maybe more than she should have, but she did what she felt she had to in order to survive those dysfunctional times. None of them understood her standpoint, and she had no intention of explaining it. So they labeled her introverted, rebellious, haughty, complicated, disturbed, incorrigible. And she didn't care. See, they could call her what they wanted, but they couldn't destroy who she was becoming, her own woman. And on the day she finally hatched from her shell, she emerged with a full band as she confidently marched to her specially tailored drum beat, singing all the songs she had composed over the years, complete with lyrics that spoke of the unconditional love she had developed for herself, leaving her family of hunchbacks, now devoid of all spinal support as a direct result of their repeated failure to stand up for themselves, completely shocked by her sudden advent, and to pick up all the shards of shell she left behind when she emigrated to a place where the people in her life's puzzle were not bent, jostled, or forced into position, but fitted in their rightful spot. Thank you.